Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's live. I'm so happy that you are here. If you are a parent, educator, or caregiver of kids aged 3 to 8, this session is just for you. Yes, I'll be sharing simple, practical tips to help nurture creativity, curiosity, and confidence in your kids, whether you're at home or in a classroom. And at the end, I'll show you a fun storytelling app that we have developed that brings these ideas to life. Plus, I'll explain how your child can have fun with our current featured story, the Little Red Hen. Okay, so I'll wait for a few more people to join. We'll start the session soon. Yeah, so I see that people are slowly joining. So we'll give some more minutes for others to join and then we can slowly start the session. I know the weekend was Mother's Day. Please share your thoughts, how you all celebrated Mother's Day. Just a brief introduction about myself. I'm Swarna Ananthan. I'm the founder and CEO of MagicPolygon, a storytelling app for kids. Today's simple tips. Let's start with uh, invite creativity into everyday life. Okay, so that's we'll talk about small techniques that we can use to enhance the or to motivate the creativity of our children. Kids are natural inventors. They just need little space and encouragement. Offer materials like blocks, crayons, cardboard, or even kitchen spoons. Let them build, design, or make up their own games or stories. Celebrate what they create, even if it's unexpected or unfinished. That's how they learn and explore. This help kids develop their own storytelling voice. When you are reading a story together, pause to ask questions like, what do you think might happen next? Even before reading a book, when you ask such questions that make the kid to think, oh, what could happen next? And also, it will motivate them to express their own thoughts in their own ways. It need not be perfect, but that's how they will learn how to express themselves and also think through various scenarios. Afterwards, invite them to explain the story in their own words. It's so fun to hear their perspective. And and also you can also ask like what do you think about uh, like how a character responded, okay, how what would you feel, and the questions like that will help them to think through various cases and also express themselves in a very very creative way. You can also encourage them to make up their own endings or invent new characters within an existing story. It need not be always Three Little Pigs. Yeah, it could be Three Little Dinosaurs, right? It could be Three Little Bunnies. It could be Three Little um, squirrels. So the kids can come up with their own versions of their stories. That will boost their language and story skills. This is very, very important in the early stages of development. Hi, Linda. I see that you have joined. Hi. Yeah, let's go. Let's continue our session. Follow their natural interests and questions. Use words like I wonder why leaves change color. See, now that it's a spring season, that here in New York, you can ask like, did you see how the leaves have changed color now? I wonder how birds build nests. These kind of questions that you can ask your children to spark curiosity in small moments. Let them explore, whether it's watching bugs in the garden, experimenting with mixing paints, or noticing sounds around the house. Simple observations can open up big conversations. The other thing that we want to focus is helping understand emotions is just as important as helping them learn new words or skills. Name emotions when you notice them. You look excited, or that was frustrating, wasn't it? Use toys, drawings, or simple role play to explore kindness, patience, patience, or problem solving. Remind kids that all feelings are okay and they can talk about them with you. Yeah. So now I would love to hear from you. What's something your child loves doing when they are being creative or curious? Could you drop in comments? I will read out the comments. You know, some of the families I talk to tell me their kids love building things with blocks or cardboard. Others say their kids are constantly drawing, making up songs, or turning the couch into a fort. Personally, I think it's amazing when kids surprise us with the simplest ideas, like turning a paper towel roll into a telescope or inventing a game from scratch. So, even if you are watching this later, please feel free to leave a comment or DM me. I would love to hear what lights up your child's imagination. Feel free to drop in the comments. I would be happy to read them out. Um, so before we wrap up, I want to quickly show you something we have developed to support all the things we have been talking about. It is called Magic Polygon. Magic Polygon is a digital storytelling app made for just kids and their families. And right now, our featured story is The Little Red Hen, a wonderful classic that teaches the value of hard work, kindness, and self reliance. In the story, the little red hen does all the chores herself while the other animals refuse to help, but she stays determined and finishes her work. Okay, now I'll quickly show a quick demo of the some of the features that could be used to enhance the storytelling and the reading and creativity of kids. And also, we also have a teacher version, a school version, which the teachers can use in a classroom setup. I'll just quickly show a demo. Just give me a minute. So, are you able to see uh, the app screen? I wish, I think you should be able to see the app's screen now. This is how the app looks. So, as I said, our current featured story is The Little Red Hen, a wonderful classic that teaches the value of hard work. Magic Polygon offers two creative ways for your kids to bring this story to life. One is we have a we, uh, we have a record story feature. I'll quickly show how it works. Do you see the create story button that I am showing with the black icon moving and at the top right side of the app? So there is a create story button. So people have to click on this create story and go to the little red hen story. So there is a button called record story. Do you see this one? The record story. So you can pick up any story that you want. Since we have the little red hen as our featured story, this uh, now, as of now, so we are using that. Okay, so press this And there are two options. You can just hide this text and just show the picture to your kids, okay, and ask them to narrate the story in their own voice. So you can hide the text by pressing this text icon. See, I'm rounding it with the black thing, the black circle, this one. If you touch here, it'll be hidden. So you can press the record button here, okay. So you can press the record button here. So I'm gonna press this. So it has started recording, okay. The kids can actually look at the picture, or you can see the story, or read the story using the text, and you can ask the kids to uh, respond to your questions in between. Say, for example, once upon a time there was a little red head, little red hen. The little red hen lived on a small farm. Touch the hen. So when the kids touch the hen walks. See, it's very, very interactive. So it's interactive at the same time. It is the children can come up and tell uh, stories creatively in their own words. Okay, and if you want to move on to the next page, you should press this arrow mark on the right side. Okay, so I'm going to press this button. So it moved on to the next page. So a cow, a duck, and a pig lived on the farm too. Can you touch the animals? So the kids can touch any of these animals. Okay, so I'm going to touch. See how the animals are eating the food. See, that's how you slowly teach kids the actions and ask them questions like that. And also the kids can also record their own version of the story. Okay, so you can, this is one way where a child can retell the entire story in their own words, so that it improves their language and their creative skills. Okay, this is one way that you can use MagicPolygon to improve the curiosity and the creative storytelling skills of the kid. I'm going to stop recording as of now, so it'll automatically save it. And if you look here, you can press this play button to play back. So whatever recorded could be played back using this. And if you want to come back to the app later, you have to press the drafts button. Okay, so you have to go to, then it'll take you to the drafts. You can come back and finish your recording later at any point of time. So say, for example, you close the app, come back, and press the my stories, and press the my stories button, and then you press the drafts button, then a drafts tab, and then you can see your partially recorded story. Okay, so that's how, this is one way where you can boost your children's creativity. The other way where the children can create their own version of the Little Red Hen story, or a new version or a new hen story inspired by the Little Red Hen story. Okay, so how to do that? How would they do it? No problem. Our app is promotes not just digital learning. We encourage both digital and non-digital, paper, pencil, and other medium, to improve the creativity of the kids. So how to do that? How do the kids create their own version? So um, um, they can use the paper, pencil, and draw uh, small small characters like hen or little birds and come up, and you can take a picture of the uh, um, artwork that they have created. Then go to create story here. See, if you look here, I'm going to show it to you from the beginning. So how you take a picture of all the uh, uh, artwork that the kids have created, and then again press the same create story here on the top rightmost corner. Press that, but instead of picking up a story and press the record and pressing the record story, we are going to use this record own story feature. Okay, so then you will use this record own story and create your own stories. Okay. I'll show you my hen story. The kids can make up their own story. Then fiction, and press next. Okay, now what you need to do is you can upload a picture and save it and come up with multiple pages for the same story, and they can write their own story, and then they can add words to they can write down the story, or they can record their own story. I'll show how to do this in tomorrow's live session. The record own story is going to be our focus tomorrow, but I just want to give a heads up on how you can use record own story to create your own versions of story. Okay, so it need not be always the content. The kids need not be stuck up with the content that we are uploading. It could be their own content. That's the thing. That's the whole beauty of this solution. Okay. um, Both features build confidence, language skills, and creativity. Kids love hearing themselves tell the story. For educators, this is a fantastic tool to use in the classroom. You can have kids work in small groups to retell or invent their own stories. Okay, stay tuned. I will show a quick demo of the record own story tomorrow. Okay, stay tuned for our live session tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Do drop in your comments and let us know how you felt, um, uh, your suggestions, and we would be happy. Send me a DM if you have any questions. Would be happy to respond. Okay, tomorrow let's look into the record own story feature, and that's it for today. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Uh, Bye.